Welcome to the Corf Tutorials. Today we will show how to set up and run multiple simulation cases using pump curves. To start, let us create a new system with a pump, a control valve, and a restriction orifice. We can select each element from the equipment palette into the drawing area and proceed to connect them with pipe segments. Once all the elements are included, go to Tools, Options, Interface, and enable the Case dialog. Finally, add cases 2 and 3 by clicking on Hydraulics, Cases, and adding 2 and 3. Note that the default values of each item added to the drawing area are enough to meet the number of specified parameters required to run the simulation. You can check the bottom left corner to confirm. However, before running this simulation, let's make some adjustments. Our goal is to use Case 1 to generate all required data for Cases 2 and 3. First, click on the feed, F1, and change the feed pressure to 50 kilopascals. Then, specify 3 cases for the fluid level. The first 2 would assume the level above the bottom is 0, and the last case would assume 2 meters of liquid. Click OK, and move to the first piping segment. Go to the Flow tab and specify a total flow of 50,000 kilograms per hour for the first case, 60,000 for the second, and 20,000 for the third. Click OK. Now it is time to update the pump. First, remove the specified pressure drop for the first case, and then use C for the remaining. This keyword indicates that we would like to use a pump curve instead of a single value. Make the same update for the efficiency. Move to the Curves tab. Here, we're asking Corf to generate a pump curve based on Case 1 results, and then use that curve for the following cases. Finally, go to the NPSH tab and configure the NPSH required to use the generated curve for the last 2 cases, or C and C. Click OK to save the new configuration. Next, move to the orifice and indicate that cases 2 and 3 won't use any pressure drop specification by adding a semicolon. Move to the Size tab and use C for the beta ratio of the last 2 cases, meaning that the value calculated from Case 1 would be used for the other cases. Click OK. Move to the control valve and specify a pressure drop of 175 kilopascals for the first case, and nothing for the remaining. That is 175 and semicolon. Now move to the Size tab and delete the sizing CV and valve opening specified. Then click OK. Finally, move to the product and specify a required pressure of 500 kilopascals and 2 meter fluid level for the first case and 0 for the others. Click OK. We can run the simulation, and after a few iterations, we can see that Corf found a solution for each case. Click on the Results button to see the calculated values. Select Flow for the pipe segments, and then change to the Equipment tab and select the valve coefficient and the orifice beta. Alternatively, click on the Report button to see the pressure profile for each case. Click OK. Double-click on the pump and go to the Curves tab. You can see that there are now estimated flow, head, and efficiency values. The curve generated after Case 1 was indeed used for Cases 2 and 3. Note that the shape of the typical pump curves can be changed by editing the project data file. Congratulations! Now you know how to generate pump curves, and how to specify multiple pump cases based on them.